Do you think that
I saved his life once.
you're missing the point. Do you think that you actually haven't taken it too far?
No, everything's public.
He's trying to deny the truth by suing me and trying to silence me like a Karen, like a you know. He should handle it with me in the ring.
Because if he pulls out, he still has to pay the lawyer fees because the lawsuit's still there, and he has to pay the $100K.
So I don't know what I did wrong, but I never had an ending to that.
Lynn's already sort of like making fun of the legal system and like avoiding the serve notice.
Jake Paul unapologetically addresses Nina Agdal's scandal, condemning privacy breaches and predicting dire consequences for the instigator. His candid perspective is a must-hear in this high-profile controversy. The Nina Agdal scandal and subsequent lawsuit have thrust the entertainment world into a maelstrom of controversy and legal wrangling. At its core, the scandal revolves around the unauthorized dissemination of intimate images of Nina Agdal, a prominent figure in the modeling industry known for her work with renowned fashion brands and magazines. The scandal erupted when these private images, originally intended for personal consumption, were illicitly shared across various online platforms. This blatant invasion of Agdal's privacy sparked a widespread outcry from supporters and advocates for online safety and personal rights. It's important to note that even if these images were already circulating on the internet, their redissemination without Agdal's consent constitutes a reprehensible breach of privacy. The legal dimension of this controversy is equally significant. The act of distributing intimate images without consent is classified as erotic revenge, a federal crime in many jurisdictions.
What are we doing, you know? Like, I'm making you a bunch of money. I don't get any back end on this, and you're trying to sue me too?
There's enough space that you can avoid it, but I don't have beef with anyone.
You don't?
No, I'm pretty good like that, to be honest.
At the end of the day, he was a puppet to sell the fight, and he did just that.
But then you disappeared. That was it. You were done.
Yeah, I
Why
guess
is that?
they didn't want me back.
I never said anything. I was just putting the pictures out there and people were taking it how they were.
This label underscores the gravity of the offense and underscores the need for legal intervention to protect individuals from such violations. As the scandal gained traction, it drew the attention of Jake Paul, a prominent figure in the world of online entertainment and professional boxing. Paul's candid opinions on the matter have added an additional layer of scrutiny to the unfolding events. His stance on the issue, as well as his insights into the broader implications, provide a unique perspective in this complex and sensitive situation.
He walked himself into this situation where he's going to need money, otherwise he's going to declare bankruptcy.
Defense of some little itty-bitty witty tweets. Like, bro, we're grown men here.
Do you think that
I saved his life once.
you're missing the point. Do you think that you actually haven't taken it too far?
No, everything's public.
The lawsuit is so stupid, you know? I mean, it's like I'm promoting the fight. This fight's bigger than it would ever be with anybody else.
Seaton just brought up something interesting. Guys are tweeting at Nina right now.
He got some clout out of it, but it's short-lived. It's short-lived when it's not built off of something real. Because of the lawsuit, he has to fight you to make the money that from the fight that he was going to make.
In essence, the Nina Agdal scandal and subsequent lawsuit serve as a stark reminder of the challenges and ethical dilemmas that persist in the digital age. It highlights the urgent need for enhanced legal safeguards and heightened public awareness surrounding issues of online privacy and consent. The controversy has ignited a broader conversation about the rights of individuals to control their own narrative and the responsibilities of society to protect those rights in an increasingly interconnected world. Jake Paul's stance. Jake Paul's stance on privacy violation in the Nina Agdal scandal is characterized by a strong condemnation of the actions that led to the unauthorized dissemination of intimate images. The controversy surrounding Agdal's privacy breach struck a chord with Paul, prompting him to speak out against what he views as a grave injustice. Paul unequivocally asserts that the dissemination of intimate images, regardless of whether they were already in the public domain, constitutes a severe breach of trust and a violation of an individual's right to privacy. He emphasizes that once these images are shared without consent, it becomes a form of erotic revenge, which is legally and ethically reprehensible.
He committed a federal crime, which was disinseminating.
Seen so much worse than this. So Logan doesn't need my help defending anything.
Why are you suing me? You know what I mean? He's the first fighter to sue and fight promotion.
So I don't know what I did wrong, but I never had an ending to that.
This perspective aligns with broader societal norms and legal frameworks aimed at protecting individuals from such invasive practices. Jake Paul recognizes the gravity of the federal crime associated with the unauthorized distribution of intimate images. He underscores the seriousness of this offense, which carries significant legal consequences. This acknowledgement demonstrates Paul's understanding of the legal implications of such actions and highlights his commitment to upholding the rule of law.
The only thing that kind of bothered me was the lawsuits. It's like, what are we doing here? You know, are we trying to sell a fight, or are we trying to get to a sue-off?
Everyone's gonna see the loser that the kid is, and he had his run. Like, he got his giggles, he got his laughs. Lynn's already sort of like making fun of the legal system and like avoiding the serve notice.
Have like you and Logan kind of taken it that far in the past too?
I mean, I've never taken it that far. I mean, he like committed a federal crime.
In contrast to the controversy at hand, Jake Paul makes it clear that he personally refrains from engaging in similar behavior. He maintains that he has never taken things to such an extreme and emphasizes the importance of respecting boundaries, particularly when it comes to private and sensitive matters. This distinction underscores Paul's belief in responsible and ethical conduct, even within the often provocative world of online entertainment. Furthermore, Paul's stance on privacy violation extends to a broader discussion about the ethical limits of public discourse. He believes that while it may be acceptable to mention a wife or girlfriend in passing, there are lines that should not be crossed. The aggressive and relentless nature of the attacks on Nina Agdal, in Paul's view, goes beyond what is acceptable in public discourse. This perspective aligns with a broader societal conversation about responsible communication and the need to respect individuals' rights to privacy.
He says they're already on the internet.
It doesn't matter.
You're still spreading it.
Yeah.
I was just airing out public information, and I didn't realize that people were going to latch onto it so much, and then there was just so much of it.
Yeah, it's attacking Nina. It's building hype for the fight. He actually did this. It's set in stone, and then now has like admitted to it on camera.
He's trying to deny the truth by suing me and trying to silence me like a Karen, like a you know. He should handle it with me in the ring.
Ultimately, Jake Paul's stance on privacy violation in the Nina Agdal scandal reflects a commitment to upholding ethical standards and respecting individuals' rights to privacy. His condemnation of the actions that led to the unauthorized dissemination of intimate images demonstrates a recognition of the serious harm caused by such violations. By speaking out on this matter, Paul adds his voice to a larger conversation about the need for greater awareness and accountability in online spaces, and the importance of protecting individuals from invasive practices. Generating hype for the fight. Jake Paul firmly asserts that he has never engaged in behavior akin to the controversy surrounding Nina Agdal. He draws a clear line between his own conduct and the actions at the heart of the scandal. Paul's unequivocal statement not only distances him from the controversy, but also emphasizes his commitment to responsible and ethical behavior in the public eye. For Paul, it is crucial to establish boundaries in public discourse, particularly when it comes to sensitive and private matters. He believes in treating individuals with respect and refraining from crossing lines that could cause harm or discomfort. Jake Paul recognizes the strategic value of controversy in building anticipation for his upcoming fight. He understands that provoking reactions and stirring up attention can be a powerful tool in the realm of professional boxing. Paul's approach aligns with a long-standing tradition in combat sports, where fighters often engage in verbal sparring and provocative tactics to garner interest and sell tickets.
And this is why Logan picked him, was because obviously he talks a lot of shit.
That left jab with a little bit more regularity. Decent shot with his back to the ropes as well. The better work at this stage.
What, like spreading
like, yeah, like nude photos.
Action. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, main event, cruiserweight, 10 round.
I think he's forced to fight now, interestingly enough.
People are saying, Jake, you haven't come to your brother's defense. You know, you're not help defending him.
By leveraging controversy, Paul is capitalizing on his ability to capture the public's attention and create a buzz around the fight. This tactic not only draws eyes to the event, but also heightens the stakes, adding an extra layer of excitement for fans. Paul's strategic use of controversy exemplifies his understanding of the entertainment aspect of professional sports, where drama and spectacle play a significant role in building a fan base and ensuring the success of an event. In Rapid, Jake Paul's differentiation of his own actions from the controversy surrounding Nina Agdal underscores his commitment to responsible conduct. His belief in setting boundaries in public discourse reflects a broader societal expectation for ethical communication. Additionally, Paul's strategic use of controversy to generate hype for his upcoming fight highlights his understanding of the entertainment factor in professional sports. These elements collectively demonstrate Paul's nuanced approach to navigating the intersection of entertainment, controversy, and sportsmanship. Predictions for the instigator's outcome. Jake Paul doesn't mince words when predicting the outcome for the individual responsible for the Nina Agdal scandal. In his candid perspective, he foresees a bleak future for the instigator, one marked by financial hardship and professional ruin. Paul believes that once the dust settles and legal proceedings unfold, the individual behind the scandal will find themselves embroiled in a federal court case. This, in his estimation, indicates a serious legal predicament with potentially severe consequences. A federal case of this nature carries weighty penalties, potentially resulting in significant financial losses for the instigator. Furthermore, Paul predicts that the individual's reputation will be tarnished in the eyes of the public.
What's crazy about the internet is that like a month ago, this was like the biggest thing. It was so crazy. It was everywhere.
I'm not taking leaked photos from like if you dated her, right? And you sent me a picture of her naked in bed.
I could sue him for a bunch of stuff that he said, you know, but I'm not that kind of person.
Because if he pulls out, he still has to pay the lawyer fees because the lawsuit's still there, and he has to pay the $100K.
What are they saying?
I can't. The zone has put a little bit of a trap on me, but there's definitely trouble in paradise, you know?
He has tons of lawyers to pay for, probably for the next... I mean, I know how these lawsuits work.
He suggests that once the true nature of their actions is exposed, they will face a harsh judgment from society. This could lead to a loss of credibility and trust, not only within their immediate community, but on a larger scale. From a financial standpoint, Paul anticipates that the instigator will face dire straits. The costs associated with legal defense in a federal case can be exorbitant, potentially leading to bankruptcy. This, coupled with potential damages awarded in the lawsuit, may have lasting financial repercussions. Professionally, Paul believes that the instigator's prospects are grim. The stain of such a scandal may hinder future employment opportunities and partnerships, particularly within industries that value integrity and ethical conduct.
It's, you know, he's creating this like whole troll army.
How does this fight go?
Rear naked choke.
In the ring?
Yeah. No, outside the ring.
He said $400K in lawyer fees. It's probably going to be way more than that, actually.
Ultimately, Jake Paul envisions a harsh reckoning for the individual responsible for the Nina Agdal scandal. He anticipates a scenario in which legal, financial, and reputational repercussions converge, painting a grim picture for the instigator's future. Paul's prediction serves as a sobering reminder of the gravity of privacy violations and the potential consequences for those who engage in such behavior. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.